Albums I want to see in 2017. I did want to see Lupe Fiasco, The Cool Part 2, but seeing how he retired, I don't think we're going to get that. But I kind of feel like he's trolling in a sense. You know what I'm saying? He put out like a little freestyle over the J. Cole Everybody Dies beat and said some harsh things. Rather, some people say it's a real thing or it's not about Jews. Then he put on Twitter that, oh God, I get your sign, and so he retired. So it's no music. So I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. Moving on. Kid Cudi just dropped the album today. The music on there is not bad, but it's totally different from the album that I want to see in 2017, which is Man on the Moon 3. No, I'm not dissing Cudi, so chill out. I'm just saying I didn't preparely listen to the album. Preparely. Properly listen to the album. I just skimmed through it. Hopefully we get Man on the Moon 3, man. I think the world has been anticipating that, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I want to see the Carter 5 next year. And I'm not going into all of the analytics and politics about Lil Wayne and Cash Money. Leave that for other niggas to do that lame shit. But I just want the album. You know what I mean? I feel like this should be his last album. I really don't care about every other project he's promised, but haven't delivered. But the Carter 5 should be his last album. I feel like Wayne should retire now. I don't really think his heart is in the music no more. You know what I mean? Whatever that little situation with Roc Nation is, really I don't really care about it. You know, hopefully it's to help his brand, the Young Money brand and everything like that. But as far as him personally, I really don't care. Like, you know what I mean? I think, honestly, after Carter 5, if it does drop, I think Wayne reached his peak. You know what I mean? I don't think he ain't gonna top really anything else. You know what I'm saying? Critically acclaimed, that is. Never know, but I'm just saying I feel like he reached his peak. Next, we got T.I. with The Dime Trap. Now, this album has been, I guess, postponed or on the way for so long that people seem to forget about it. You know, he put out the little EP, and The Dime Trap was supposed to be him getting back to TIP and, you know, speaking about the hood, basically the T.I. that we grown to love, TIP that we grown to love, and it's still not here yet. I don't know what's the hold up with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's independent. Is he signed still? I don't know, whatever the case may be, but I feel like if Jeezy can put out albums and Gucci Mane and shit, T.I. is, you know, the flagship artist for, you know what I mean, some of that trap shit. Some will argue it's Gucci Mane or Jeezy, but T.I. definitely, you know what I mean, as far as I believe a hit maker coming out of Atlanta, T.I. Next, Wiz Khalifa, Rolling Peppers 2, the Weed album. Um, Lately, Wiz Khalifa hit or miss with me. You know, a lot of the shit that he released, you know, this year and last year, it was alright. I wasn't really, you know, that hyped about it or whatever the case may be. Um, I will say that 28 Grams, when I first listened to it, I was like, nah. But when I actually sat with the album, it's some bangers on that motherfucker that I actually like. So I definitely want to see what Rolling Papers 2 about. But as far as it being the weed album, it's like, bro, we know you smoke weed. You don't have to tell us that the whole album is about weed. Yo, this is about weed. I'm not saying he's a super lyrical person, but it just would have been dope to just see him try to do a concept album instead of just telling us, here, it's a weed album, enjoy it, roll up, smoke to it, get high to it, you know, whatever. G Herbo, Humble Beast. I seen an interview yesterday where he was talking about the album. He basically 80% done with it. He just wanted to be perfected. I think he got an album coming out with Southside or a project. Him and Bibby dropping that project together, and then Humble Beast. So sometime around next year, I won't say first quarter. You know what I mean? You know how you do a mixtape album, little tour, little dates and shit. So we may get that the summer of 2017 or fourth quarter. Never know, but I'm still anticipating that. Lil Uzi Vert. I know a lot of people don't like him. I personally like him. I think out of all the mumble rappers, he's the best one that's out there, in my personal opinion. But I want to see what he can do with an album. You know, his mixtapes is dope. He got Love Is Raised 2 on the way whenever that's supposed to drop. Hopefully it drops before the year is up. Because that shit with Gucci Mane was, ugh. That's why I didn't review it. But I definitely want to see what he can do with an album. And I don't want the usual suspects on the album, like far as features, far as production. Like, this is your time to embrace the rock star in you. You know what I'm saying? That sounded so wrong. You get what I'm saying. He's not a rapper, he's a rock star. So I want to see some experimental type shit. You know what I mean? The one chance that I'll give him to show that rock star mentality he said he got, because I haven't seen it. I mean, him running from fans and doing all these things and going to jail and getting arrested and shit, cool. But far as the music, I don't get that rock vibe, you know what I'm saying, from him. I think Wayne did a better job at that, the Rebirth album, but that's another story. So I definitely want to see what he's gonna do with that. Young Thug, High Tunes, everybody waiting on that. I don't have to really speak on that. Don't really know what the pushback is. At this point, I don't think he really cares about numbers. I wouldn't, as much as he floss on Instagram and social media and shit about money, mansions and shit. Really, I don't think you need the money. I just think you need a solid album. You know what I mean? I think it's well overdue that, the nigga built his buzz off 2 songs, couple features, mixtapes later. He kind of a star in a sense. So I think it's definitely time for that debut. So hopefully next year we get that. Nas album supposed to be done. Don't know too much about it. You know how Nas really do. I actually seen somewhere an article is, and they said, is Nas relevant in today's hip hop? Yeah, I think he is. I think to me he had the best verse or song on the Khaled album. That shit was crazy. But yeah, I definitely want to see what he gonna do with that. But can he top what he did with Life Is Good? I don't know. That was classic. I don't think nobody was expecting that. That was a classic body of work. Wow. Moving on. Jay-Z. It's been a lot of talk that Hov is in the studio with a lot of different producers. Seeing pictures with him and Zaytoven, and heard him and Tim is kind of back in the studio together. You know, him and Ye is kind of ups and downs, but you know they worked on something. So I want to see if he has one more album in him, because you did Magna Carta Holy Grail was cool. You know what I mean? It kind of showed he can keep up with what's going on now, but it's just like, I feel like Hov should give one more fuck you to the industry. Not really in a bad way, but, more on his... I like when Hov go down memory lane. American Gangster, Reasonable Doubt, things like that. Because I don't know if he has another blueprint in him, but him doing all these verses, talking about drugs and drug dealing, I think he has one more album in him. So definitely want to see that. The next 2 may come as a shock, but I just want to see what they can do. First one is Iggy Azalea. I know. Why Igloo, Australia, I don't know, but I just feel like, she can possibly put together something, but I don't think the fans care no more. I kind of think she's out of hip hop. But I gotta say, like, I've been seeing her IG, plastic surgery kind of worked for her. I be looking like, damn, she look kind of hot. You know what I mean? She don't look as weird as she did when she first came in the game, when they compared her to Marlon Wayans as the white chicks and shit like that. But she looked kind of right. You know what I mean? Nick Young might have played himself. But yeah, I want to see what she can do. Next up, Taylor Swift. Why? Yeah, I'm a fan of her. Is she a fake bitch? Probably so. But I just feel like after 1989, it's something there. Her being around Drake and her being quiet. We know how she does when she do what she do. I just feel like it's something there, and I just want to see if she can kind of top that. Also, another artist I feel like she kind of at her peak. What more can she do? She went from country music to pop music. You know what I mean? That was a one and gone. I don't think she ever do that shit again. But at the same time, this little hip hop shit that I'm hearing she's gonna do, I want to see what that's about. So, call me stupid, but I think it's ironic that her and Drake are together, and we see what Drake can do when he work with female artists. So, it could be intriguing. Wale, Shine, definitely. I think he's energized. He keep talking about the album, but it's been a whole cool minute since he put the album out. But at the same time, I feel like he probably have something here. But his last 2 albums are sleepers. Like, people slept on them so hard. I loved them. The Gifted and the Album About Nothing, to me, damn near classics. Like, would you argue or agree with that? Almost classic Album About Nothing, especially The Gifted. Like, that was a masterpiece in my opinion. Like, I don't know what the fuck people was sleeping on, but I feel like with Shine, I just want to see, the angle he gonna approach with that new record he got, Black is Gold. I think that's the name of it. That's kind of hard. You know what I mean? I just want Wale to get back to LA and show these niggas that you still can rap. Like, they must have forgot. Remember that song back in the day, Roy Jones? Y'all must have forgot. Yeah. All right. Pusha T, King Push, another album that's been waiting for. It seemed like it's pushed back, and we never gonna get it. So definitely want to see what he gonna do with that album. But yet another rapper where, let's keep it 100. All these rappers talking about coke and drugs and shit. Do y'all still want to hear that 2017, 28? Like, that doesn't get old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's as good as you get in rap, just talking about that. We've heard that. Like, if that album gonna be about that, lyrically, he's dope. But this coke rap, I really don't care about it. I'm kind of over it. But I still want to hear the album. Good music, Cruel Winter. Definitely want to see what that's about. You know what I mean? I've heard good things about it. Pusha T said that they got some shit in the stash. So I mean, winter's here, no album, but I mean that would be a dope surprise if they had the album already ready and shit, and they just boom deliver it to us before the year was up. That'd be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it would be, or first quarter next year will be fine. But I just want to hear that album. You know what I mean? The collective, because it's been so long since we had a good music project. I think that'd be pretty dope. But most of the members are over there, over there, over there, and a lot of them not really popping as per se. But who knows? Last album, Logic, Africa. Afric-Aryan or Africa-Aryan, Afro-Aryan, whatever, how the title, I mean, not the best title, but I still feel like he gonna have something to say on that. That's just how I feel. But a lot of people seem to feel like he won't have a lot to say. That was an ugly shot, right? But I made it though. I just feel like he'll have something to say. And a lot of people probably doubt that he'll have anything to say. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I mean, it's Logic. I mean, lyrics, flow, production, it's always there. You know what I mean? And I think he delivered two solid bodies of work for his albums and his mixtape. Is undeniably talent. You know what I mean? You can't deny that. But a lot of people seem to don't like him. I just want to see what the whole concept is behind this album. You know what I mean? Because Logic ain't really said too much in it. In a lot of interviews I watched this year, so I want to see, because that title has a lot of people pissed off. But shout out to OG Mako, because if you go back and watch that Vlad interview where he actually speaks about it, that nigga's smart as hell, and niggas just look at him like he dumb and just a dirty nigga, but that nigga hella intelligent though. You know what I'm saying? You know how you could tell the difference between a nigga that's smart and intelligent, or a nigga that just knows certain facts and shit, but really ain't that smart? Yeah. No, not me. Don't look at me like that. I never proclaimed to be some Einstein genius, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's my list of albums that I want to see next year. So y'all let me know what albums y'all looking for or towards next year. I'm kind of all over the place because I'm waiting for FedEx to deliver a package. I'm waiting for UPS to deliver a package, and I think the post office deliver a package from Hollister. So I'm kind of just waiting for the ring at the door. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to fuck up the video. But this video is like 15 minutes long, so yeah. Yet again, I just wanted to do this video because I had a shirt. One. This is basically the stuff I was waiting on, so it ain't really nothing major. Camo shirt, some camo pants, and I think a pair of jeans from American Eagle. I just wanted to throw this at the end of the video, but thanks for watching. I appreciate it.